Hello children, today I am going to continue with the exercise 1.2. Earlier exercises and the chapters have been done by the madam. So now I am taking the exercise 1.2. In exercise 1.2 we are going to see about the word problems. Here the word problems are given in this way, right? So first, when you solve the word problem, first you have to understand the question what is given there, you have to read the question what is given there, and you have to think what have to be find there, right? And also you have to, when you are writing the solution, you have to think of that what you have to find and how to make a statement there. From the question itself you have to frame a sentences and then you have to find the solutions here, right? Okay, now we will see this here word problem here. The first one is given like this. A book exhibition was held for 4 days in a school. The number of tickets sold at the counter on the first, second, third and final day was respectively. The numbers are given in this way. 1094, 1812, 2050 and 2751. Find the total number of tickets sold on all the 4 days, right? So all the 4 days, how many tickets are sold you have to find out. Means there was a school exhibition and in that books were sold. On that counter, the first day, second day, third day, fourth day. 4 days were there. For 4 days, particular numbers of tickets were sold. Those 4 days total you have to find. Total is nothing but you have to add. When it is asked as a total number, means it is adding for all the total numbers, right? So now we look into the solution, how to do this. Okay. Now solutions, right? From the question itself, you have to find the solution by the statement form, right? It is given all the 4 days and the 4 values, right? Now we'll make that. Ticket sold on first day, because sold, they are solding the ticket. So like that you have to make a frame a sentence. Ticket sold on first day 1094. Tickets sold on second day 1812. Tickets sold on third day 2050. Tickets sold on fourth day 2751. Now all the 4 values you have written, and when you are writing all the 4 values you have to write properly one below the other, because while adding you should not get confused or you may get the wrong answers if you miss the steps here. So if the digit should be written properly one below the other right way. Now you have to see, you can see this how I written, and now you have to add. 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 5, 20. So 2 carry here, and 2 plus 8, 10, 10 plus 7 is again 17 here, 1 carry, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7. So 7. So the total you got that 7,707. So total tickets sold on 4 days. The total 4 days you got that 7,707. So now total means you have to add. So you understood that. In this way you have to do the problem. Okay. Now the second question here. Shekhar is a famous cricket player. He has so far scored 6,980 runs in a test matches. He wishes to complete 10,000 runs. How many more runs does he need? So here is a person Shekhar. He is a famous cricket player and he has scored 6,980 runs. But he wished to complete it up to the 10,000, right? So he done it up to the 6,980. But he likes to go with the 10,000 runs, right? So how many more runs does he need? So how many more he required the runs, that you have to find out. So how many more is nothing but you have to subtract from 10,000 to 6,980, right? So now we'll see to the answer. Now here the second solution. Second solution, has you already seen that? What do you have to find out? You have to find how many runs are required more, right? So the first thing, number of runs scored by the Shekhar is 6,980, right? Now total number of the runs he need, means whatever the more runs he want to score, that we have to find out. So that is subtraction. So first you write that in a rough column, make a rough column of that to make a calculation here. So 10,000 minus 6,980, that is 6,980, right? So now if you write here that is 10,000 minus 6,980. You have to subtract and you have to get the how many scores required more. So how to subtract here? Here you can see that both the unit splits are 0. 0, 0 is 0. Right? The next number you have a 0 and 8. And 0 minus 8 you can't do that. So you have to borrow from the other number. Right? So the other numbers are also 0. We have at the last digit we have a 1 here. From this you have to take here. Alright. So now from here if you take that it becomes 10. Now we need to the here second place. Right. So now from this if you borrow here again it becomes 10. Again if you borrow here it becomes 9 and it goes here 10. Again from here if you borrow here it becomes 9 and here it comes 10. So 10 minus 8 is 2. Right. So 9 minus 9 is 0. Right. Again 9 minus 6 is 3. So now you got that 3020. Right. So the number where he want to score it up to the 10,000. He wishes to 10,000. From 10,000 to 6,980. The difference you got that it is 3020. That is the more number of runs he want to score is 3020. Right? Understood?
3.
Now we have discussed first problem and second problem. Right? Similarly, based on that first problems and second problem, we have a third and fourth. Try out with that and solve it and show me with the notebooks. Okay? Writing in your book. Now I will go with the discussion of the fifth problem. Right? The fifth problem here it is given there. Find the difference between the greatest and the least number that can be written using the digits. So here the number it is given, digits are given like this: 6, 2, 7, 4, 3. Each only once you have to use. Right? Already madam has taught you that how to form a greatest number and the least number by given digits. Right? You can see here the digit whatever given are, the 5 digits are given. So you have to first you have to do the 5 greatest digits and 5 smallest digit using means the greatest number and the smallest number. You have to use using that 5 greatest number the 5 greatest number and the 5 smallest number you have to do that, right, using these digits. So 6, 2, 7, 4, 3, right. Here you can see that 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, right. The smallest it is 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay. Now using these digits you made a number of the 5 digits. So the greatest number it became it is 76,432. The smallest number it became it is 23,467. So what they are asking, you have to find the difference between these two. Means the greatest and the least number, right? So now here after forming these two numbers, you have to find the difference of this, right? So make a rough column of that, make a sentence and try this out. Okay?
Start.
Here the number we have seen here, right? So now solution, you have to frame the sentence in this way, right? So largest 5-digit number, it is given here, 76,432. You have to write that. And the smallest 5-digit number, it is given here, 23,467. So you have to write here. You have to write one below the other, right? Whenever you write the numbers, when you are adding or calculating to that, you have to first write it in a proper way. So now you can see that I have written, right? So now the question is given that the difference between the greatest number and the least number. So using these digits you made a numbers, right? So that 5-digit number you have written here and you have to find the difference. Difference is nothing but subtracting. As you have seen in the first problem, total is nothing but adding, right? So in this fifth problem we are seeing the difference. Difference is nothing but subtracting the numbers. So greatest and the smallest number you have given here, you can see that, and you have to write here and find the difference, find the solution for this. Till now we have seen the problems on addition and subtraction. Total, finding the total is nothing but adding. Difference is nothing but subtracting. Now the one more problem we have here. So the sixth problem, in this sixth problem, a machine on an average manufactures 2,825 screws a day. How many screws did it produce in the month of January 2006? Means for one day the number of screws manufactured, that is 2825 for one day it is given. So now you have to find out for a month, right? That is given month of January 2006. One day the value is given, you have to find out for the month. Month is nothing but the days, how many are there in a month. Okay, now okay, as you have seen that the first and second problem, addition and subtraction, the same way in this we are going to see the multiplication. How? That is, see, for one day these many have been manufactured, right? So though for the 1 month you have to find it. Means when the quantity is small, to find out for the more you have to multiply in this way. For example, as you already seen in your previous classes, for 1 pen it is 5 rupees, for 10 pens how many, like that. So for one day it is for this much 2825. For 1 month how much it can be, right? So these kind of problems is nothing but multiplying the numbers and finding the values, right? From the small to the bigger value, right? So now here in this solution we can see that, right? As already I said you that you have to read the question properly, understand it properly, then you have to frame the statements. Then only you can find the proper way to write the statement and the solution. Number of screws produced in one day, right? One day is already given here. So 2825. So again the next it is given how many screws did it produce in the month of January 2006. According to the calendar, January 2006, the January has a 31 days, right? So for 1 month it is 31 days. So you have to find it for a 31 days. When you came to know for a 1 day, you have to calculate for a 31 days. So for 31 days, how much it is, you have to know that. So what you have to do, you have to multiply. Write the calculation here in a rough column. I have a practice of writing in a rough column because always you need a calculation. Without calculation, if you do directly, sometimes it may be error or you may come to the wrong answers. So better that have a separate calculation part and do that calculation. So already we know that for a 1 day it is given the value 2825, and for 31 days you have to find out. So multiply that with the 31. So calculation part already have learned how to multiply the numbers in your previous classes. So now I'll show you here with the directly. So the two values are given here, that is 31. So first you take the first digits and then you take for the second digit. So 1 into 5 is 5, 1 into 2 is 2, 1 into 8 is 8, 1 into 2 is 2, right? So now you go for the tens place, that is 3. So 3 5s are 15. Tables is very important, you have to learn and you have to practice. So as a homework, you take that and practice tables daily up to 15 minimum, okay? Now here 3 2s are 6, right? So 3 2s are 6. Sorry, 3 5s are 15, 1 carry here, 3 2s are 6 plus 1, it will become 7, okay? 3 8s are 24, 4, again 2 carry here, 3 2s are 6 and 2 it will become 8. Now add and find the total, right? So 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 8, 15, 1 carry, 4 plus 2 6 plus 1 7 and 8, right? So the final answer what you get after multiplying that, 87,575. Means for 1 day if it is this much to calculate, so for 31 days how many? That is for 31 days you calculated that it is 87,575. Till now we have solved word problems on addition, subtraction and multiplication. Next we will go for the next problem, 7th problem, right?